Welcome back, everybody. It is Vlad coming at you here on the 11th of February 2022. Just wanted to give you an update. I know that the last video that I'd made was over Saitama, and it was supposed to be over the upcoming Binance AMA, and I just wanted to kind of talk about that and just kind of give you my thoughts on what happened. Okay, so hopping right into it. I am Vlad, part of the Saitama Wolf Pack. I'm not your financial advisor, so please do your own research. I'm just sharing my opinions, perceptions, ambitions, and intentions of possible things to come. Right? So, yeah, do videos on Saitama, Impact XP, Wafer, Shaman King soon. Lots of other ones. Basically, I'm going to try and start covering pretty much any of the projects that are listing on Saitamask, and you know, they've got some good content for me to cover. So if you have anything that you'd like me to cover and it is tied to Saitamask, please do leave that down below in the comments, and I will do my best to get that accommodated. Hopping right over into Twitter. I'm over here at this is my Twitter. This is at Vlad _ Chad. This is my Twitter page essentially here. I you know, post a lot of stuff throughout the day, usually retweet stuff from different folks that are part of the Saitamask, you know, universe, Impact XP, Wafer, so on and so forth, and just lots of folks there in the communities of those coins. So let's go over to Saitama's website here. So if you have somehow missed this over here at SaitamaToken.com, you can come over and check out their webpage. They've got a lot of great stuff over here. So basically, Saitama is a community-driven platform promoting the financial well-being by empowering people of all ages and cultures to be in control of their money and create their own wealth opportunities. The Saitama token is our medium. It was built on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's basically using a smart code that makes it safe to invest and beneficial to hold because of the burn. If you don't know what a burn is, essentially, as every transaction of Saitama takes place, there's a burn that happens. So part of it goes away, part of it goes back to the holders essentially as well, the reflections, and that's the other part that's good for holders is reflections. So with every transaction, you get part of that coming back to you as a holder. So not only is part of the token becoming more scarce with every transaction, but it's also becoming more, you know, like it's passive income, I guess you could say. Essentially, right now it might not seem like much, but that's because this project is less than a year old. Once the price goes up and you are sitting there earning, you know, 1 billion tokens every month or something, and 1 billion tokens is worth, I don't know, $5,000, that's pretty good passive income. If you look down over here right now, this is the burn percentage, 56.29% of their total supply. Fully diluted market cap, volume, holders, so broke 330,000 holders. That was fantastic to see. As you can see, Saitama is not really going anywhere. It's still growing. It's literally just all these setbacks have caused people to be emotional with their money and sell out in fear, and they're going to regret those decisions, I can promise you, down the road. And it's going to happen fast. You know, like I said, if you look over, let's see if we can find like Shiba Inu or something, for instance. I wonder. Let's do google.com and type Shiba Inu price. And let's go over to Coinbase. And let's look at the all-time. So as you can see, started off over here in August of 2020, and the price of it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, basically around like what Saitama would have, you know, been. Lots of zeros, and it wasn't until April of the next year, 21, that it started to take off a little bit, and then it took a surge. But then, boom, dumped. Guess what? This is us. This was us for Saitamask right here. Right? So that means that we are right over here somewhere in this little, you know, thing before Saitamask really just unveils and everything's, you know, safe to use and they can allow swapping and all the other features start to enable, and then you're just going to see this. except for I don't think that you'll ever see that price come back down like Shiba did, because with Saitama, they have been working on their utility for so long now that they have a lot that they're getting ready to, have ready to go. And they've done the responsible thing by delaying everything until it was safe. I am not mad at all about what happened with the delay of the swap. Like they had it, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, this isn't safe for everybody. People are losing money. Let's turn it off. Let's fix it, and then we'll turn it back on. It's been 8 days since that. It's not been very long. And to see, Lilly Finance just stab their business partners in the back, basically, whenever they were supposed to be exclusive to Saitama. And it's only been a week since the swap had to be disabled. So it's like, it is what it is. But, yeah, I do not like the business move that was made by Lilly Finance here, and just the last few days, and I cannot stand behind that company now, because it just shows me that they are not good business partners. I wouldn't want to give them my money, because down the road, who knows what they could do as far as shady business actions like what they just did. But yeah, let's go over and we'll look at all that stuff too. But yeah, this chart here, I did a video the other day on like Impact XP and kind of talked about like the price of Shiba compared to SAITA. And what you're seeing here, like I said, this was SAITA, and then we went up for Saitama event in Vegas, which it was not like here's the mask ready to use. It was, hey, we're done. This is a celebration. We've handed it over to Certic. We just need to make sure it's safe now, and that's what they've been working on. So we are now over in here, and so we're just waiting for this. I mean, if you want to sell out of your position as Saitama now, by all means, like, you are more than welcome to do what you want with your own money. But I invested in Saitama back in August of 21 last year, knowing that this was going to be something that if I could just hold on to it, wait a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case may be, I would never have to work for somebody else again, because I was going to be able to look at like basically the same thing that Shiba Inu did, because I got into Shiba Inu like over here when it was coming down, like way down. Or no, not, I guess that was wrong. I got into it way over here somewhere. Actually, I think I got into it when it was around this first like spike, I'm going to say something like that. So I lost money on it for a long time, and then I did miss that big jump. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot of Shiba at the time anyway, so it's not like I really missed out on all that much money, because I invested into Saitama instead. But it's a matter of looking at like patience. Do you have patience? Do you have what it takes to hold on during these hard times? Because if you look at the entire crypto market, it's not doing well, and it's because of there's speculation and a lot of fear of here in the United States, pending war possibly with like Russia, and so people are scared right now, and they're investing into gold. By and large, you're seeing a lot of investments into gold and stuff like that, where it's always been more of a for sure stable investment, and that's what people believe. So I just hope that you can understand. Like I said, we're in here right before Saitama is about to take off. Okay, so you need to do your own diligence if you haven't already. Check them out. If you don't already hold the bag, it's a really good time to get in. This price that we're at now for Saitama is just incredible. I never thought I'd get down to this low. See if we can find, where's the search? I don't even see the search for this. I would search for let's do Saitama. Coinbase. Market's down 3.75%. Oh, what did that do? It didn't even give me Saitama. Coin market cap. Let's look at theirs. Look at the all-time chart for SAITA. Like I said, so what you're seeing right now is here was Vegas, and the price, we hit like 1.6 or something up there at that all-time high. Yeah, 1.674, almost 17 billion market cap at that time, and now we're back down to like 2 billion. So it's it's unreal that people would have, you know, that little faith, I guess, in the people behind this project, because it's like you can look at other projects in crypto and you don't even know who is leading you, and you're just having blind faith, versus we know the people developing this, they've been transparent the whole way. They come on and do AMAs and talk to people and do YouTube AMAs, you know, there, along with the Twitter spaces and stuff. And I just don't understand why people still think that this is any sort of scam. It's just business, like, and you know, what happens whenever you're trying to launch a new project from that you've built from the ground up. Saitama is, it's all in-house. It's not open source. They've had their own team of engineers working on it, and probably due to safety reasons and stuff like that. But it's it takes time to make it right and to do things with people's money. You know, you want it to be perfect, and so that's what they're trying to deliver for us, and I'm grateful. You know, and like I said, what you're going to see here real quick is this is going to look like Shiba Inu. This right here, this little spike, that's Saitama before this big one. Okay, so right over here somewhere, like I said, you're going to see Saitama over here on that chart real quick. Like, I honestly believe that as soon as the swap is enabled and everything is safe, as soon as they bring out the Wolfcaster game, but you know, all of the swap feature, or not all the swap, but all of the Saitama features are enabled. The educational side of things, man, it's going to change everything. All the people who are trying to FUD right now, like I said, either they're paid to do it, or they're hating because they lost some money in the moment, and they don't understand where their investment's going to be in just a short amount of time. So that's my humble opinion. Okay, so if you come over here to Twitter, if you're not already on Twitter, definitely hop over here, and you can follow lots of different people and just kind of check out and see what the news is going around about different projects. Like here's King JB, hashtag Saitama. Hey fam, been out all morning dealing and taking care of some personal things. We'll be back soon later today. Seems like the market is not having, or it seems like the market is having a correction. Again, does the Saitama token price bother me? Nope, not one bit. Keep strong. Yep, exactly. I am right there with you, you know. What is this one? Empire Invest, get you TARP, yeah. TARP is another one that I believe that's going to be listing, you know, on Saitama. So check them out. This one here. So funny thing is, even if we don't eat 2 to 3 zeros by summer, I'll still have some bread and be in Miami for the Saitama event. I go every year, sometimes twice a year. I'm not waiting on crypto to live my life. Yeah. Faltron. Exactly. Your integrity should never be for sale. Lots of good stuff over here, you know, going through. Saitama up here, Elon Mansour. See if he's got anything recently tweeted out. Yep, he retweeted what I just retweeted right there. So that's the last thing he retweeted. And list of crypto right now, Saitama. There's Jade. Hi, Jade. I'll retweet. I'll come back and listen to that later. Yeah, if you didn't see already, Impact XP had a shout out from Akon, just, you know, positive message to the community there, essentially. Come over to Saitama Official here, see if they've had anything recent tweet wise. 20 hours ago, 10 hours, or that was yesterday, or this was yesterday on the 10th. Essentially, this is what I wanted to cover regarding that Lilly. It's kind of why I wanted to do this video, but I also just wanted to give you an idea, like I said, the price of it, where it's going. It's going to be someplace big very soon. It's just a matter of, you know, maybe weeks, maybe months, and then it's going to just take off, and it'll happen so fast that you won't be able to buy back in your position if you sold out. Saitama's priority is to provide the best user experience of Saitama as a premier platform and ecosystem. We will not launch features until we are confident in their functionality. As part of our process to build a safe, high-quality experience, we delayed the launch of some features, including the swap function, which caused a delay in the launch of Lilly. We will, or while we do expect to fully launch the swap function soon, Lilly made the decision to explore alternatives to their launch. We were surprised and disappointed by Lilly Finance's immediate termination of the business partnership. While we will review our legal options, Saitama LLC will continue to move forward by doing what's best for our community. And then it just says down here about Saitama. So this was the statement regarding the Lilly Finance termination of agreement with Saitama on February 10th, basically yesterday, 2022. Yeah, so it's one of those things that you can be in business with somebody and think that you know who you're dealing with, I guess, but you don't really know until they do something like this. What Lilly did, like I said, it's their right to take and say, hey, you're not ready for us. We're just, we can't wait anymore. We're going to move over here and do our own thing. They have every right to do that. It's their own company. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is they signed a contract and they breached that contract. And so for you to do it, like I said, surreptitiously, just like behind people's backs and make clandestine deals, which are, like obviously Saitama didn't know about it, so it was done in secret. Like, it's not right, and it just shows your character and shows what you're willing to do. And for that reason alone, I'm not going to be buying Lilly Finance. I will be, disappointed that we don't have that partnership, absolutely, because I thought that this was going to be a really good thing for both Lilly and for Saitama. But now Lilly has just probably kind of ruined their chances of ever really being all that successful, because they, right from the get-go did their business partners dirty, just because their business partners were trying to keep their community of over 300,000 people safe. You can't blame them for doing that, and you can't blame them for having to sit here and mitigate all these attacks that are just unforeseen. You can plan for everything, but at the end of the day, you can never know what's going to happen, what's going to be thrown at you as far as like those DDoS attacks, those bot attacks. I'm sure that they were waiting in the shadows for Saitama to get out so that they could drop some new stuff that had never been seen before on this app. That way they had no chance of being prepared for it. It's just the way that this game has been played. Like, people have been anticipating this app for so long now, for months and months and months. And so, yeah, it's been attacks just waiting to happen. And so when it did happen, I am really proud of the team that built this, that they basically only had like 4% of transactions being affected. Considering it's acceptable under industry standards, that's pretty awesome. And they did the right thing, though, and protected all their investors and said, no, even though it's acceptable by industry standards, it's not by our standards. So they disabled the swap. And then Lilly turns around and does this. So that's on them. If they want to, like I said, go other ways, that's their, that's our alternative, because it's their company. But I hope that, for their sake, they didn't breach the contract where they're now facing a legal, repercussion from a breach of contract. So time will tell. I'm sure that Saitama Guru and the rest of the team will keep us updated there. All I can do is just continue to have faith, trust the process, and know, like I said, a year from today, 2 years from today, 3 years from today, I'm still going to be holding Saitama, and it's going to be an incredible ride to see where that price goes over the next year, 2, 3, especially when they build their own blockchain. It's going to be incredible, because for them to already be doing what they're doing today and then talking about doing blockchains in the future, because the Saitama token itself, sure, there's a lot out of it, or there's a lot of it out there now, but essentially once the swap is enabled and everybody can get on and use it, anything you have to do inside a Saitamask requires you to use Saita, and that burns it. And so it's going to cause scarcity of the token over time, which the burn can never be taken off. It's Round's contract. Max, he told us that quite some time ago. So the burn can never be turned off. Eventually, this token theoretically could burn away to nothing. And so, yeah, as that happens, I'm going to be holding. Any of the projects that tied to it, I'm going to be glad that I held on to them as well. So if you look over here, this is another good announcement. Dear Saitama Wolfpack, a few updates. So Saitamask, thank you for the continued patience with the Saitamask. app. As previously shared, Max and our team of engineers continue to work tirelessly to ensure that Saitama works optimally and that the swap function is not affected by front-running bots. We will make a separate announcement when the swap function is enabled. And then they wanted to make an announcement about Saitama Realty. So the Saitama team would like to formally announce and share a sneak peek of Saitama Realty. This new token will form part of the Saitama ecosystem and will take real-world real estate to the Web 3. Saitama Realty will be available exclusively on Saitama. We will be releasing additional information on launch soon. Please stay tuned for a YouTube live announcement where we will share more about Saitama Realty token and its utility. So, but right now, if you want to do the white paper, you can go to @Saitama Realty on Twitter. Excited to share more about this exciting project in the days to come. And that's your team there. So, yeah, guys, if you have not already, make sure you go check out Saitama Realty and make sure that you educate yourself on what's going to be headed this way. So, but yeah, like right here, this is kind of where I'm going to, we'll wrap up the video essentially. Saitama Guru, on the 9th of February, everybody was waiting for the Binance AMA, and nothing happened. Like, I was sitting there waiting, you were sitting there waiting, whatever, and nothing happened. And then I saw he put a tweet, hey, we are being asked by Binance to reschedule the live stream for a later time. We can't control that as a community. As Saitama, the devs, they can't control what Binance does. So, it's like if you were to be invited over to your friend's house for dinner, and they said, hey, we need to reschedule, and you're like, you just show up anyway, and you're like, no, we're going to have this dinner. That's not how you do things, right? I mean, it's Binance's platform. Saitama can't just say, we're having this AMA anyway, even without you. It's not how it works. So for all of you that are upset about the Binance AMA, I apologize. I'm not upset one bit. I mean, is it disappointing a little bit? I guess it could be. It's not even for me. It's like I know this type of stuff happens, and I also have to think that it might have been done purposely, because Binance in the past, I can't say that they haven't done some moves that might be considered questionable in order to, manipulate things possibly so that they could go in and do some stuff behind the scenes. Who knows? I think that Saitama has a real gem of a product with Saitama, and so they pose a threat to companies like Binance, who are exchanges, and competition scares, and I think that they're scared of the competition. And so anything that they can do to hurt the competition or delay what's coming, why are you not surprised? You know what I mean? That's kind of where I sit, and I think a lot of people would agree. So, but okay, I think that's basically all I wanted to cover. If you haven't already, come over, like I said, follow the Saitama dev team. Gabriel put this out earlier. He was reviewing new character studies for all I can't talk, for our still untitled 3D game, and I felt like sharing some Wolfcaster fashion. So this is kind of cool here. Different outfits and stuff like that. But yeah, if you haven't already, like I said, follow Gabe, follow Saitama Guru, Aaron, Elon Manser, Saitama Official. Whatever you need to do, get your most recent information from those guys. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook if you haven't already. Not Facebook, on YouTube and stuff like that. Like I said, if you haven't already, do like this video. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, if you would, if you'd like to get videos on Saitama, Impact XP, any of the projects listed on Saitama, basically, I'm going to be doing stuff like that. And please, just like I said, if you've got any questions, leave those down below. If you'd like for me to cover any of those projects, or if you have questions about those projects that you would like for me to cover in a video, let me know. I will definitely do my best to do that. And other than that, guys, I really don't have anything else for you today. I'm going to go ahead and get this video wrapped up. Try and do a video over Impact XP here shortly, and I might do one over Shaman. So we'll see, guys. But get this howl out the way, and guys, I hope that you're having a wonderful weekend here, starting off on Friday. And I do wish you all the best. Right now, there's a lot of negativity out there, so just avoid it. You know what I mean? Just remember, you're your investment in Saitama is a safe one. It's not going anywhere. This company's not going anywhere. You're weathering the storm. Okay, that's all this is. It's just a storm, and I promise you, if you can have faith and just set it aside, you'll be rewarded for that. Okay. Oh.